I'm Dr. Dreama, and we are continuing our journey on our money mindset. Every day that you get up, you have an opportunity to choose how you feel. Now, a lot of people don't believe this, but think about it. You get up, maybe you're aware of an ache or a groan, maybe you're aware it feels so early, you didn't get enough sleep last night. In that moment, you can choose to feel good anyhow. You can say to yourself, you know what? I'm going to have a great day today. I am going to look around. I'm going to think about what I can be grateful for. And I'm going to have a good day. People forget that we can actually choose how we feel. Now, yeah, it's really hard sometimes when you've got big life stuff going on. Maybe you're going through a transition. Maybe you have just lost someone. There are always externals that we can't control. The only thing we can control is where we choose to put our focus. So, assuming you're not dealing with some major transition, you get to choose your focus. And you can choose to focus on what feels good. So, let's just say you want to choose a money mindset that brings you financial security. You can look around for evidence that this is happening for you. You see, we sometimes forget it's not just the big things that we need to be grateful for. We need to be grateful for all of the things around us. If you have a roof over your head, if you have a bed to lay in at night, if you have food, you have things to be grateful for. And so a very simple exercise when you're feeling like money's just not there for you, look around the room and label all of the things that money has brought for you. You may be watching this on a phone or a computer. You have something to be grateful for. You may have a beautiful view. You may have a rug that keeps your feet warm. You may have shoes that you like. It doesn't matter, big, small. Look around and label these things and say to money, thank you. That's what you bought me. See, when we begin to shift our focus, we begin to find more and more to be grateful for, which shifts us from a place of deprivation, from a place of lack, to a place of abundance. Does it shift your external reality immediately? Nope. But I'm not here to work magic. I'm here to help you create what you want to get out of life. And it starts with financial security. So the last thing that we're going to talk about today in this series is we are going to talk about transforming into your new identity as a person with financial security and maybe even wealth. I want you to think about your new identity as a person who has abundant resources available to them. What would you be wearing? How would you be walking? What sort of things would you focus on? A really good exercise to do to really help concretize this for yourself is to sit down with a piece of paper and imagine that somebody has given you this large amount of money and you can do anything with it what you want. And we're talking about a life-changing amount. Not because you yourself can't earn it, but because of the largest of this person's heart. They've given you this amount. Now, who are you? You're wealthy. Who are you now? Are you a philanthropist? Do you keep working as a volunteer? Do you give more money away? Do you pay off your debt? Go through your day-to-day scenario and look to see what would be different. Who are you as a person with financial wealth? Who are you? I want you to think about what you're wearing, what your focus is going to be on. I want you to think about who you might associate with. What does your house look like now that you have this financial abundance? What kind of a car do you want to drive? What kind of a vacation might you take? Who's going to be there with you? Flesh it out and write it all down, because we're talking to that subconscious part of us. I act like the subconscious is back here, but it's not really. It's just, part of our inner workings. But I always think about it being right back here for some reason. It's not. But you too can find a place, and you can just place it there, and that can be yours. We all have our own. So, you've probably heard the phrase, fake it till you make it. And there's a reason for that. Like I've told you before, with our subconscious, it doesn't know today, yesterday, minutes, hours, years. It doesn't know any of those things. All it knows is right here, what's in the present. So, if you are embodying this person that you want to be, a person free of worry for money, fake it till you make it. Now think about this. Sometimes you may have been told, look, if you're in a bad mood, put a smile on your face, act as if you're happy, and people get so grumpy when you tell them that. But it works. You see, when we smile, when we pull up those happy feelings, we're changing our brain chemistry in that moment. We're giving our brain something different to focus on. And so if I'm faking it, my brain doesn't know I'm faking it. My subconscious doesn't know I'm faking it. All it knows is, oh, we've had a shift. I feel pretty good now. And pretty soon, you lose the focus on what didn't feel so good. Same thing with your money mindset. I want you to fake it till you make it. I want your focus to be on opportunity. I want your focus to shift into abundance, to gratitude, to seeing all the things that money has already brought you in life. Because that's where your shift occurs. When you go from focusing on what you don't have, what you can't afford, on what's not available to you, on what's not in my checking account, when you shift, and I move because it really does feel like a big shift, you begin to shift mountains. You're shifting old learning, old patterns, old beliefs. Because a belief is just something that we have told ourselves over and over again until we actually believe it. And then we think it's true because that belief has been ingrained in us, and now we see evidence of that belief wherever we look. We're creating new beliefs. And when you create a new belief, you are creating a new world for yourself. So, sit down, get a piece of paper, and envision who you are. What is your identity when you are a person who has financial abundance? Write it all down. Don't leave any details out. Make it as detailed as possible, because remember, you're actually setting a goal for yourself. And a goal is just a wish, unless it has a plan attached to it. When you see that identity, when you begin to embody that identity, that's your action. That's what will move you towards your goal. So we have been talking about the different steps in order to create your own millionaire mindset. It doesn't matter if you actually want to be a millionaire. I'm talking about the mindset that comes from security and abundance and a willingness to change. Now, if you're still with me during this series, you will have all of that. You've already shown your willingness to change. And by creating for yourself this opportunity, you said yes. And when we learn to say yes more and more, we see more and more opportunity. I would love to know how this is working for you. Come over to Facebook, Dream a Dial PhD. Leave me a message. Let me know what you have learned from this. Or send me an email, dreama@dreamadial.com. And Dreama is spelled D-R-E-M-A. That's D-R-E-M-A at DREMADIAL.com. I can't wait to hear from you and to hear the shifts that you have been experiencing. This is so exciting. This is Dr. Dreama. I'll see you with your Millionaire Mindset soon.